Hi, in this tutorial we will cover generics in C#.NET. Generics is yet another powerful feature of C#.NET, and the biggest benefits of it is the code reusability and algorithm reusability. As we all know that object-oriented programming is beneficial in the case when we have to reuse our code again and again, and the generics is another mechanism offered by the Common Language Runtime Library, which provides us the same capability where we can reuse our code. So, on the other side, generics provides a code template for creating a type safe code without referring to specific data types. Plus, generics also allows you to realize type safety at a compile time. They also allow you to create a data structure without committing to a specific data type, and when that data structure is used, however, the compiler ensures that the types used with it are consistent for type safety. There are two biggest uh, advantages of or benefits of generics. One is type safety, and the other one is performance. We will cover both of them in this tutorial, and I will show you how generics actually work. So, let's say first of all, I will implement a new array list here. You will be familiar with array list, and I will add some items inside this array list here. So I have added up three items inside this array. Now I want to retrieve these items from the array since I know the type from the very start. So I will just print them on the screen. In previous tutorial, I have covered the difference between array list, list, and dictionary, which are yet the another powerful features of .NET. So if you don't know, please watch the previous video. This array list will display these three items: the Microsoft, Apple, and IBM. Now you can see that the array list has performed quite well here. In the previous tutorial, we covered that the array list does not support the generics, so we cannot specify the type at the very initial beginning of initializing this array list. However, on the other side, I will comment this code out real quickly, and once I will use the list, you can see that we have these two symbols here which represent that we can use generic terminology with the lists here. So the list, once I am going to initialize it, I will initialize it as a string list, and inside this list I will just add the same items. I'll just copy them, and I will also copy this for each here, so I will save some time. I will just uncomment it and rename it to list1. As you can see that both of them has displayed the items, but the difference between these both lists are that in the array list I can add up integers also, like 24 and some boolean values and some double values. And also I can add references to certain objects, while on the other side I cannot add items such as boolean or um, integer inside the list. The reason is that at the point of initialization, I had specified that my list will only create those items whose data type will be string. So this is basically the feature of generic which provide type safety at the initialization of your collection. Now, one will say that what is the difference between the list and the array list, and why should I go for both of them? The reason is that if if you are interested in performance and you want that my system must be really good regarding performance, so you must go for those collections which are basically generic. The reason is that at that moment you have to box and unbox the objects here. The boxing and unboxing process consumes a lot of memory and time, which in turn will gradually affect your complete list retrieval. This is here I have very less amount of items, but in the case when I am having thousands and thousands of items and I want to retrieve them from my list, so it will happen that I will be getting a lot of delay here. So for the sake of performance you must go for the generics, and these generics will help you in uh, having really stable and performance wise great systems. So you have seen that these are used in the variety of uh, places. You can also use it in the dictionary here. So the dictionary will also give you generic key pair list. You can specify it either string and the value you want to specify the integer and student ages equals to dictionary, and inside it I can add up the student name. Let's say John and his age is 32. So you can use it in a variety of places. Last but least, now we will see how you can create your own class which is generic. So I will quickly create a class here. Now I want this class to be generic, so I will put symbol here T. Now if your class contains a single generic data type, so you must specify a single entity here. If your class contains many generic data types, so you can create as many as you want. Now I want to create a function here which will return for me some sort of this can be an array or this can be a string, whatever, it's up to you. But I would really recommend that you must use it in interfaces. So interfaces usually start from this, and say now inside this interface I want to create the type is t, and let's say I say item number 1, and sorry, the interface does not require these two terminology. So here is this item number 1, and the second is item number 2. I have these two items here. Now it's up to the user which sort of interface he wants to implement. So these both data type will be of that particular data type which user will just specify it in implementation of this interface. So let's see here. Here I am having this program class which will just uh, implement this interface. So and this will be of string. So once this is implemented, I will just implement the members, both of them. You can see that both of these members are implemented as a string here. Now if I create another class here, let's say, and this implements this ifoo class, and that is integer. So what will happen here, that this will implement both of the members for me as a integer. So this is the special feature of generics in .NET here, that once I have created this class as a generic, now I can use it in a variety of ways. It's not like that I can use it for a specific data type. I can use it for many different data types. So once here it has inherited this class foo, you can see. Now I can also create another class foo3 and implement this interfaces foo2. Now once I will implement these members, look, see, its data type is foo2. These both are the objects of what, foo2. Now if I create the instance of foo3, so I will be having this item number 1 having the data type of what, foo2. That's the beautiful feature of reusing your code in the variety of places. Hope so you have got the basic idea of generic classes. There are a lot more to learn. If you have any questions so far, please leave it in a comment and I will catch you up there. Thank you.